as we go into post-politics with Karen Tumulty of the Washington Post, she is starting to get out there now after having spent nearly 2 months running away from reporters that were not, either working for Fox News or conservative radio.
Well, but having seen that interview and knowing what we all know about Harry Reid's well-known facility with the English language, all I can say is I can't wait for that debate.
And there will be at least one debate, October 14th. We will be watching very carefully. But what's happened? After she captured the nomination and had that disastrous start, there was this conventional wisdom in town that Harry Reid was now going to be able to, skate by. That Angle was, was not the kind of candidate that was going to win out there. What is the feeling now?
I think the feeling now, and it's certainly, indicated in our poll, on the Washington Post ABC News poll, is that we're talking about a gigantic wave out there that is building in this country. And I just think that the national climate right now looks as though it's going to be incredibly hostile to all Democrats.
Up to and including Harry Reid, of course. One person who may get out of this national climate soon, Rahm Emanuel. Got to ask you about this. The prospects of Mayor Rahm in Chicago. He's been looking for an opportunity like this for a long time. The timing just seems to work out so perfectly. Do you think he's in?
First of all, the only thing that could be giving him pause at this point is the fact that this is not going to be an easy race. But look, he has been very open for a long time that this is the job he wants, and this job does not come open very often, and the timing could not be better given what is likely to happen in November.
And we heard from David Axelrod telling our own Ann Compton that if Rahm decides to do that, the president would support his decision. So either way, it kind of seems like Rahm's, the days of the Rahm chief of staff, these days are numbered.
Hey, look, White House chiefs of staff generally don't last more than 2 years anyway. So it's a grind of a job. It's a job that uses people up, and it is one, again, he's lasted at this point about the average amount of time.
Who replaces him?
That is a very good question, and the list at this point is now, I've seen at least a dozen names, combinations of White House insiders and outsiders as well. You hear Tom Daschle's name, Tom Donnelly's name, Ron Klain, Valerie Jarrett. It's at this point, it's a very long short list.
And I want to ask you briefly.
And by the way, no one really knows what Barack Obama is thinking in all this.
Speaking of what Obama's thinking, we're going to hear more of Boehner on the trail. Do you think this is going to be a concerted effort by Democrats to make him into the Newt Gingrich figure, as John talked about?
The thing is that I don't think John Boehner lends himself to that quite as well as Newt Gingrich did. But certainly it helps to have an adversary here.
Right. All right, well, we are just about at time. I want to use this moment to say that a lot of viewers have been asking if you paid the $5 bet when you lost that bet about how many votes Kagan would get for her confirmation. Rick has given me a baseball card signed by New York Mets legend Ed Kranepool, and I will accept this as payment for that bet, which you lost, by the way.
At least $1.50, I think, for the street value. But I appreciate you accepting this in-kind contribution. That does it for this edition. Click on us again tomorrow.